You remember the little boy at the candy store? Little boy went down with his friends to the candy store, took them there after playing in the yard all day long, and they went down to the candy store. The boy had a few nickels and dimes in his hands, and he told them, come on, y'all, we're going to go down here and buy us some candy. He got in the candy store, and while he was there in the candy store, he saw the man behind the counter. When he got there, he put all of his change on the counter. The man said, what do you want, young man? He said, I want some candy out of that candy jar. The man counted his few nickels and dimes. He said, you don't have enough. The little boy said, and the man said, well, go on, reach your hand down in the candy jar and get you some candy. The little boy thought about all of his friends that were waiting on him outside the store. The boy, he just stood there, looked at the man behind the counter. The man said, did you hear what I said? Put your hand in the candy jar and go on out the store. The boy still just stood there. Man said, I'm going to tell you one more time. You're holding up my line. Put your hand in the candy jar and go on out the store. The little boy still just stood there. All of a sudden, that man, he reached his hand in the candy jar, grabbed the candy, and the boy, it was so much candy in that man's hand, the boy had to hold out two hands, grabbed the candy, and he ran out the store. He went to his friend. The friend said, man, what happened out there and in there? And we heard the man, he kept telling you to put your hand in the candy jar. Why didn't you put your hand in the candy jar and go on about your bit? He said, because I looked at my hands. And I looked at the man's hands. And the man's hands were way bigger than my hands, and I had to get enough candy for all of y'all. And that's the way it is with our God. If you take your little bitty nasty stinking little bitty small hands out of the situation and allow God's hand to get in your lives, get in your anxieties, get in your concerns, your problems, your hiccups, your entanglements, then your stuff will be worked out. Cast all your care.